Can you shut up, you stupid bug? I'm gonna punch you in the throat. Yeah, let's just everybody in the tree just start singing. It's been a little while since we've made a video like this, and I'm going to do a little bit differently than I normally do. Today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be having a Q&A video, a question and answer video via Snapchat. And by the way, if you don't follow me on Snapchat, I'm just going to let you know you're doing all of life completely wrong. Add that code. Take a screenshot. Screenshot that crap. We are live right now. Guys, send me your questions through Snapchat right here and I will answer them the best of my ability. By the way, I do want to give a shout out to Caliber Carbon. Some fan love sending me a carbon fiber phone case. I love being able to share my own subscriber stuff too. Like, it's awesome that I can show my subscriber stuff on the channel. But anyways, let's go ahead and get moving.
Yo, Evan, it's Slutsky from San Diego. When are you coming to here, bro?
When am I coming to San Diego? I will be in San Diego actually in a couple weeks. I'll actually be coming there twice this year. So at the beginning of August, I'll most likely be doing daily vlogs again, but I'm gonna go over there, see TJ, and then hang out with a few other YouTubers, do some crazy stuff that week. And I will also be at Subi Fest. Now that's gonna be, I think, in the LA area. Also follow Mike, Smurfin WRX. He's actually flying me out there. So huge. I'm gonna be out there in a few weeks.
Will you be my dad?
Will I be your dad?
What was your very first car?
What was my very first car? My very first car was a Scion XB. I honestly hated that car so much. Like, I remember the day I sold that car, I got my Scion TC. I don't know why I got two Scions in a row. That was a weird mistake. Yeah, Scion XB. I didn't miss that car after I sold it. I don't know why, I just did not like that car. It was literally a rolling toaster. It was silver too, so it looked like it was an inflated kitchen utensil. I don't know. There is a wasp right there, and it's staring me in the eyeballs. He doesn't like me. No, it's a yellow jacket. Oh.
This is probably take like 900. What's your favorite car, Dad?
What's your favorite car, Dad? Look at that zoom though. My favorite car right now, probably the new M3s. But I really, it's only certain colors that I really like. I could be wrong, don't hate me if I'm wrong, but the new F80 something M3s are awesome, and I would totally own one of those, only if I got it in the yellow. Because it comes in yellow and it's just like, yeah, that's what it's like. It's
What is it like being a YouTuber and have like a lot of people that look up to you and want to, you know, meet you and stuff?
Actually, that's an awesome question. So first, I have naturally always loved having an audience. Ever since I was a young child, I've always loved being in front of people. Always loved talking, always loved having an audience. I always used to act and stuff like that. But personally, I love it. Now, it's a lot more than a lot of people understand. Like, a lot of you guys wouldn't be able to handle doing this type of thing. But because it's my innate desire to have a following and have people following me and loving me and looking up to me, I absolutely love it. Now, it is hard at times because I am criticized for every single move that I make. Every single move I make is always criticized by a lot of different people. So that's something that's really, it's very hard to get used to. But I love having a lot of people, and I personally, I believe that it is my duty here on earth to pour into people and use my testimony to affect people's lives. So I absolutely love that I have the opportunity, that I've been blessed with the opportunity to be able to do this and actually affect you guys' lives. So, awesome question. Thank you.
Hey Evan, my question is, what track days will you be attending with the Miata? NASA, SCCA, or some other organization?
I'll probably do some SCCA stuff. They're extremely strict on their rules. NASA's typically a little bit better, NASA, not like the space station or organization. I'm probably gonna do a mix of both. SCCA is really popular in the Ozarks up in Arkansas, so I'll probably do some SCCA stuff, but also some private track days as well.
Is there going to be any more mods to the Subaru in the near future?
Honestly, I doubt it. I'm just going to keep up regular maintenance on this car and make sure it keeps running correctly.
What's up, Evan? Since you got your Miata, what do you really plan on doing to the STI now?
I actually just answered that, but he had the Tuner Crate shirt on, so I'm gonna have him in the video too. Tuner Crate shirt, let's go!
What's like your real job to like afford all these cars and like all these parts for them? Because I know it's all really expensive. So how do you do that?
What is my real job? You're watching my real job, actually. I honestly, there's so much work goes into YouTube that I don't have time to have another job. Like, this is my full-time job. I work anywhere from 80 to 100 plus hours a week doing YouTube. But it's not only YouTube. Usually, typically people that are YouTubers are also entrepreneurs. I can't just make this my one and only income. So things like my tuner crate, things like my decals, and other things like that, like little investments that I make here and there, those are, that's all my income. That's all part of my income. So it's a hard life to live because you never have a consistent income. I don't have a boss telling me what to do and guaranteeing me a raise and guaranteeing me a certain paycheck, but hard work does pay off. This is the job that I do. This is my full-time job, even as a student.
This is supposed to be a face swap of you. But what has been your major accomplishment since you opened your YouTube channel?
My major accomplishment has been, this might sound kind of douchey, but honestly, like, my major accomplishment is making a living off of YouTube. Like, making it to where I can actually live on my own, making enough to where I can live on my own, being enough of an entrepreneur to make various incomes pile up together to make enough so where I can actually live by myself, support myself completely, support both my cars, and all of that. That has honestly, like, been one of the defining moments for me.
If you didn't have your 08 STI, what generation of STI do you think you'd have?
It's tough because I really like the new generation, like the 2015 and up. However, I really like the throwback, like Blob Eye, because that was probably the most JDM STI out there. So if I could get one brand new, I would rather have a 2004 or 2005 because the EJs were also better motors back then as well.
What are you going to do with the motor for the Miata?
There was a bird on this dude's head. I didn't even realize that. For the motor, for the Miata. I really don't know. I'm still trying to figure out whether I want to do like a case swap. The only problem with a case swap is it would be like 7 or 8 grand. Or, you know, I could do like a supercharged kit or even a decent sized turbo on this car, and it would still be about the same amount of money to build the motor and actually make it run on that kind of power. So, I don't know. I'm still torn.
I was wondering, why did you start YouTube?
Like I kind of said earlier, I've always wanted to be heard, and I was in high school, I had a GoPro, and I had a car, and I just really wanted to just make videos. So I put my GoPro, suction cupped it to my roof one day, and I just made a video of me driving to my school. And honestly, the funny thing about me versus a lot of other YouTubers is, like, I didn't really have any inspiration. I didn't really plan on ever making YouTube my life or my job or anything like that. So I kind of just wanted to have, I just wanted to be heard. I always thought that I had a voice that should have been heard, so I made a YouTube channel.
Both you guys, I like watching both you guys, but from like perspectives in like a lot of people's videos, it looks like TJ is a bit of a douche. Is that true?
TJ's not a douche. You know, okay, so here's the thing about TJ, is, this is gonna look really bad for me saying this, but he's from California, and that's just kind of how people around that culture are. He's not a douchebag at all. I don't actually really know how to answer that question. He's one of my best friends. He's a groomsman at my wedding. He's one of my best friends. So honestly, I'm kind of douchey too. I kind of have that side. So I don't know how I can really adequately answer that.
Just curious, if your car's fully built, why don't you just run some more power?
Why do I not run more power if my car's fully built? Because it's going to cost me like 7-8 grand just to do, honestly, one more thing. Like, can you shut up, you stupid bug? A lot of people don't understand that concept, but if I were to get a big turbo right now, which is really the only thing I can do, it would cost me like 7-8 grand because there's a lot of supporting mods I'd have to do.
What encouraged you to do a Miata race car build instead of all the other cars?
It's cheap. It's cheap, it's easy to work on, it's reliable, it's got a perfect 50-50 weight ratio, and did I mention cheap? It's a fun car, and honestly, like, after driving this car and after owning this car for almost 2 months now, I think. Wow, that's a long time. This car is more enjoyable to drive than my Subaru. So, I don't know, like, it's such a fun car to drive. Like, getting behind the wheel, I'm always having fun behind this car. So, I'm glad I chose it, but it's, yeah, because of those things I mentioned earlier.
Evan, what's up? How is it to have 2 freaking race cars, bro?
Having 2 cars is pretty awesome. It's nice because like the mental stress of driving this car every day is almost non-existent now. I can just literally take whichever car I want every day, and it's nice. It is honestly, having 2 cars is the best feeling ever.
Yo, Evan, my question is, what instruments do you play?
I grew up playing guitar. I actually started playing piano. I played piano for like 9 years. I played guitar for like 6 years, 7 years. I'm better at guitar than I was anything else. And I also play drums. I can play bass. I can play pretty much everything.
It's Tonino from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada, and I was just wondering what your dream car is.
My dream car is the McLaren F1, hands down. I don't really think anything can happen for that to change. The McLaren F1 is my favorite car of all time.
What's your favorite German car? Greetings from Germany.
Greetings from Germany. What's up, man? My favorite German car, I can't go wrong with Porsche. Like I said earlier, I love the new M3s, but Porsche is just...
I was just wondering, what made you go track rather than stance? I'm a track guy too, so I was wondering. I
used to be a stance guy. I want to clarify that. I used to love stance, and I still appreciate the art behind it, I guess. But once I realized I'm being dead serious here, this is by experience, once I figured out how useless doing that to your car was, it just ruined it all for me. I was like, you know, I want to be able to drive my car normal speeds. I don't want to ruin my fenders. I want to be able to corner properly. I want to be able to go as fast as I want to do without ruining my car. And I always grew up racing, by the way, so I grew up racing dirt bikes, mostly. Dirt bikes and 4-wheelers, and then also jet skis as well. But anyways, I grew up racing, so I've always been an adrenaline junkie, and it's just being that low and that functionless really just ruined it for me.
If me and my girlfriend ever meet you, will you sign my car and my tuner crate stuff?
Absolutely. Anytime you guys ever bring me anything, I never if you want me to sign anything for you, absolutely, I absolutely will. Like, if you want to take a selfie with me, never be scared to ask me for that. That's why I do the meets that I do.
When will you bag your WRX? Like, I'm waiting for you to bag that WRX.
Greg, I'm sorry, but no.
How do you get sponsorships for building your car? Because I know you have one for SD Motorworks. Like, how do you do that?
How do you get sponsorships? Honestly, so the biggest thing about sponsorships is you have to be able to provide something for your sponsor in return. And that's kind of, sponsorship is a very loose term. Really what you're looking for is actually a partnership. Sponsorship means that you get 100% of everything for free, and you really don't have to do anything except for like maybe marketing or something like that in return. A partnership is more like what I do, even though it's called sponsorship. But you want to have leverage. Nobody's going to sponsor you if you are not going to benefit them back in return. Putting a sticker on your car and shouting them out on your Instagram if you have 100 followers is not going to do them anything. Even for me, I'm like, hey, I have 40,000 Instagram followers. Most of these companies don't give a crap. Unless I advertise with my mouth in these videos, it's almost impossible to get an actual sponsorship.
I was just wondering, what inspires you really to dedicate your life to cars?
I've always loved cars, and ever since I was a kid, that's never changed. Like I said, I grew up racing, and I've always loved motor vehicles, but cars has just been something that's just like, I eat, sleep, and poop cars. Like, always have, always will. They've always intrigued me ever since I was a 5-year-old kid.
Are you gonna have one channel dedicated to vlogging and one channel dedicated to just car stuff?
No, I think I'll always, like, if anything, I will kind of adapt more to a vlogger style, but I will always keep my car roots. Like, that will never change because I will always be a car enthusiast.
How many cars have you driven that aren't yours?
Probably close to like 50 to 60. Now, I've driven a lot more than I've reviewed, but probably close to 50 or 60.
Why is Adam LZ garbage? Garbage.
Adam LZ is not garbage.
Adam LZ ain't garbage.
Adam LZ is awesome. I love Adam. He's such an awesome guy.
I have one question for you. I'm looking for a Miata. Do you know where I can buy one?
Craigslist. Craigslist is the bomb for Miatas.
I'd also like to let you know that you're probably one of the biggest inspirations for me, and I thank you. And I'd also like to let you know that your videos are awesome.
Thanks, bro. Tonino777. You the man. Okay, so I've done this for about 30 minutes now, and it is hot AF. It is about 100 degrees outside, so I'm going to die soon. thank you guys so incredibly much for tuning into this video. I always enjoy doing like little, I want to say filler videos, but I always enjoy doing little videos like this to kind of connect with you guys, and it just makes something new and fresh. I might start incorporating these into like shorter Q&A videos into more videos, but who knows. I hope you guys like this. Let me know if you like the Snapchat version better or the Periscope version better. So if you like, actually, you know what? Here's a poll on the top. Do you like the Snapchat version of Q&As or do you like Periscope Q&As? If you don't know what either of those are, then just say Snapchat because I like Snapchat more. Thank you guys so incredibly much for watching. If you have not already, hit that subscribe button, join the Shanks Squad, and I will see you guys next video. Peace out. Oh, the little thermostat just kicked on. That's how hot it is outside. It's freaking hot. Melt my freaking camera.
I spilled vape juice all over my car.
And the next one was I spilled vape juice all over my car. That's not a question.
Hey Evan, I just woke up. Do you like potatoes?
I love you, Evan, no
My
homo.
coil is burnt, so it tastes like
As he vapes.
Sad, dude. What about your dream car?